Okay, barrel or nah, now that we've got that cleared up. Repeating an epic joke until someone hears it. I had this quandary during the pipe event and the live chat, endless scroll on YouTube. Sometimes you have a really great or really funny comment, but it gets lost in the quick moving comment feed. No one responds to it or seems to appreciate it. The only way your awesome comment is able to be seen as if you copy and paste it several times. Funny if someone sees it once, cringy if someone sees that you posted it over and over. So barrel or not, repeating an epic joke until someone hears it.
This right here, David Lee Scales, is the essence of my humor. Of funniness comes in through repetition. So I am all barrel on you don't stop twice and like cringe about it, like, oh no, I'm saying this joke again. No, no, no. You go all in for days on this thing. You copy and paste it everywhere. You like that's people, you push it. I've pushed jokes personally through so many iterations of pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Nobody thinks it's funny. Pushing it enough where people say, oh, ha, ha, ha. Pushing it, pushing, pushing it where they say, you're super lame for doing this.
Mm.
Pushing it until it's funny twice and thrice of like repetition is comedy barrel.
Yeah, you got to get through attempts 7, 8, 9, and then when you get to 10, it's extra hilarious.
And just keep going and going and going and going. You go until you're tired of it, and then you finally pull back, but never care about the listener.
This would be a great time to drop. I like turtles because that'll only get funnier.
I mean,
Um,
precisely.
so I had a friend. It was like in high school or something. He and I were really good friends. Kind of really got into surfing together, actually. That was our initial thing. Um, but he was a lot more boisterous than I was, and I was kind of meek personality. But I'd like to think I had a better sense of humor. So we'd be in a group environment and I'd like lay out a joke, but nobody would hear it. But he heard it because he's my best friend. And then because he's boisterous, he would raise his voice and deliver the joke and everybody would laugh. And I would just sit there and I'd just slink back a little bit and get real pissed at him.
Yeah, but good for him. And I
I
hope
know.
that he told it like 20 more times that night.
I know. Okay, Barrel or Not came in a couple of nights ago. Nights, important to note. And the title said, header on the email said, Negroni alternatives, Barrel or Not. And I opened up the email and it said, Amaro instead of Campari, Mezcal Negroni, Chartreuse, Cynar, Montenegro. I'll drink it all. Whatever you say. Favorite Negroni recipe? Question mark. Work. And then 5 minutes later, a follow-up email came through and said, I sent that to the wrong email address. Here it is. And he forwarded the same exact email to the same exact email address. And it said, I sent this to the wrong account. Sorry, the gin is flowing.
Perfect.
Both
Uh,
emails came to the correct account. Nothing was a mistake, but the gin was
that should
flowing.
be too for a Negroni question. But to his point, any pivot off the classic Negroni is a no barrel. That it might be a fine drink, but a Negroni with mezcal, no. Like there are certain things that are sacred. Uh, in the like people think of maybe me as a boozer, just sloppy, drinking anything. I know Kitty Dukakis. Like there is sacredness in this, right? The Negroni with its gin, with its Campari, with its triple sec. Just kidding. It's no triple sec in there.
Red vermouth, sweet vermouth.
Exactly. Is a perfect drink in and of itself. Any other iteration of that, you can call it now, the Patron Negroni or something. You can
That's it.
use the name. I don't care. But that's not a Negroni is gin, Campari, vermouth. Like that's it. It is a perfect drink. Go invent another cocktail and call it something else all day, every day.
Agreed. Nailed it. This is exactly how I felt. There's food recipes you can adulterate, alter, and it's the same dish basically. It's just like a little spin on it. Cocktails are precise. It is more chemistry than it is cooking. It's more baking than it is cooking. And when you have like a really perfectly made cocktail, it is light years better than a slightly less than perfectly made cocktail. Like it just is.
So true.
It's otherworldly versus just like, oh, this is drinkable, you know? And it comes down to just a drop of something more or less. And so, yes, a proper Negroni is among the best cocktails. The thing that you missed in the ingredient list was an orange peel, by the way,
Orange peel. Sorry.
because I go without the orange peel all the time when I'm
No,
making
no,
it,
you need
making
it.
them at home because I'm lazy. But you need it. It makes a difference. The little bit of orange is a game changer. But yes, you can make a very fine cocktail with another ingredient, but it is no longer a Negroni.
You're
So a
making
Negroni is
your
a Negroni.
Yep, you're off piece, doing your own thing. Not that that's bad. Go experiment. Go. That's how the Negroni, I'm sure, got made. The Negroni did not exist for all
Right.
time, right? Somebody goofed around with something and then came up with this perfect thing. You go make your own perfect thing, but it's
Yep.
not a Negroni.
Yep. Exactly. All right. We're on the same exact page. No barrel on Negroni alternatives. Thank you for the boozy email. Final barrel or not, almost in relation to the earlier listener call, paper plates.
Oh, okay. I'm going to put an over under on this one. It might be the first over under barrel and we've ever had. House party over 20, barrel. House party under 20, no barrel.
So no barrel on paper plates if you're under 20?
If there's under 20 people at your
Oh, I
house, you
thought you're
better have
okay.
enough,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah,
you better be able to do enough dishes and or have the enough dishes for 20 people, right?
yeah, yeah.
Once it goes over 20, then I fully get the, whatever. You got to do what you got to do, except for I will hold firm on the you don't serve good booze from plastic, right?
Right.
If you're over 20 and you're paper plating, then barbecue vibe, have the Yeti cooler out there filled with cans of whatever, right? You can have your cheaper white wines on the table with your plastic cups, whatever. But that's it.
I got to an age in my life where it seemed like everybody around me was using paper plates on the reg. Like they would, if maybe it was Christmas, you bust out the nice dishware or even just regular dishware. But it was like regular dinners going over to somebody's house, a little
No,
dinner
people,
party, and they were serving paper plates. And I'd be like, are you guys out of your mind?
yeah,
Like, I don't even own a paper plate in my
yeah.
house. And it's not even an environmental issue. It's just that dishes are not difficult to do. And using a plate that is not flimsy, like anything worth eating can crumple a paper plate, right? And I don't want to have to deal with that. And so I don't understand the idea behind it.
I mean, like I understand the, hey man, we got such a herd coming over tonight that it's going to take like a couple days to do these dishes and just don't have the, or at least like a good couple hours. Don't have that in it. Like, don't have that capacity. So we're going to paper plate, we're going to throw everything away, easy cleanup, done and dusted. But it's like a real specific party too, right? It's like a party that you're not really caring about a bunch
Pizza
of
is
people.
being
Yeah,
delivered
it's
or
like
something. Yeah.
you get a bunch of fried chicken. It's one of those things. If you're like, if there's care and thought into the meal, no paper plate, full stop. If it
Yeah.
is a pizza, chicken, tri-tip, barbecue, whatever, dinner, the paper plate it up if it's over 20.
Dude, I cannot. I've been to occasions where there is tri-tip or some sort of steak, and they serve you a paper plate and a plastic fork and
You're
knife.
done.
It's like, are you guys kidding me? I got to start carrying a pocket knife now
Yeah,
just so I can cut my steak. So I'm going no paper plate, full stop,
I like it.
regardless of the number of people.
I
But
like that. I'm still going over under 20, but
I'm
also
sticking.
very dependent on the food you're serving.
All right. Well, we're divided yet again. We can never find harmony here, Chaz, but you
Nope.
know what? We'll keep trying week after week.